All right. Yeah. So this week, we just started going through our Moracle daily standards. Yeah, because I feel like it's good for us to just be able to remind ourselves of these details and to remind ourselves of how we're supposed to conduct ourselves as a team, working here at Moracle. Yeah, there's something that Mola always says that, repetition is always good because, when you repeat something over and over, it kind of like sticks to, it sticks in your mind, when you repeat something, then when you go through something once and yeah, it's very easy to forget. Yeah, so that's why it's good for us, to always take time and just remind ourselves of these daily standards. So yesterday we went through the first one, and today we just want to go through the second one, which says that we treat everyone with respect. Yeah. And here it talks about leaving everyone with the impression of increase. And these are some of like our points of discussion that we want to talk about when it comes to this topic of treating everyone with respect. How do we become the best possible version of ourselves? What is the temperature of your attitude? How do we behave with others in all circumstances? Is how we behave at work the same in our private life? And what does being a leader in your life and business look like? And what benefits does being a leader bring to you and to the way that you work? And then what is the difference between working in competition and working in collaboration? Yeah. Yeah, so I'll just begin. I think for me, we've had this discussion quite a number of times, but yeah, it's still always good to just re-echo that, it's very important to be able to treat people uh with respect. Yeah, and something that we always talk about, leaving everyone with the impression of increase. Yeah. Because when it's just important the how can I call it? So like the effect that you leave with people or the impression that you leave with people, and especially when it comes to dealing with clients, because if you, let's say, do something and the client is upset, yeah, then they might not want to work with you anymore or something like that. I remember the time we have I think some of part of the team was having a meeting with one of the clients, and I think it was more like was just sharing this story, and I think maybe like one of the consultants who was working on the accounts, came in for the meeting, but like for the entire meeting, their camera was not on, like for the entire meeting, and also okay, their camera was not on, and then I think they didn't say anything, throughout the meeting. Yeah. So I think when the client, went back to speak to more, like, they were not impressed, they were not left with that impression of increase. So let's say it's like I will ask, maybe I'm speaking to somebody and I'm like, okay, so what about Jessica? Yeah, and then and the client is like, oh, Jessica, well, I did not even know if Jessica was actually in the meeting. Yeah, because, their camera was not on and they did not say anything. Yeah. So when it comes to, especially when you're working with people online, I feel like, when you meet people in person, maybe you'd have to say hello, greet them and things like that. But I feel like when it comes to working online, the etiquette is kind of different. Yeah, because you're not physically meeting people, but it's just important to be able to leave everyone with that impression of the increase, when it comes to the people that you're working with, or when it comes to clients. Yeah, because like, you never know, you have to just make sure, especially with clients, you have to keep them happy. Yeah, because if the clients are not there, then the company is not there, then if the company is not there, then there is no work. So it's like, yeah, it's just that it's like a sequence, so everyone in that picture actually matters. So I think that it's just very important to be able to to leave everyone with that impression of increase, and yeah, and treat everyone with respect. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, so anyone can go ahead and share.
Jessica, you can share.
Okay, I agree with everything that you said, Linda. It's very important to respect everyone, because your respect or your words that you can say to someone can actually affect the person for the rest of their lives, or impact the person in either a positive or a negative way. So I think respecting everybody is a priority, no matter whether it is the workplace or private life or even your community. Because whatever you say to someone, it's gonna, that person is gonna think about it, obviously, and then it will affect them emotionally and physically. So respecting everyone is very important. And in the workplace, as you said, especially when we are working virtually, the etiquette is quite important, because here I would say you will be able to say hi and hello to the person, but you will not have that extended time to bond with the person, understand uh, who the individual really is, except you have like multiple meetings online. Then you will be able to understand, oh, this person is this way. But if you were actually meeting the person physically, I think you would have an opportunity to see how the person interacts with another person, and then you'll be able to gauge, what if you were in that situation, how would you react if the client was speaking to you in that way, you know? But virtually, it's just you and the client. So whatever you put out there is what the client is going to assume about you. And I also saw a point here that says, what is the difference between working in competition and working in collaboration? I think when it comes to respect, if we are able to respect everybody, we can work in competition with each other, but then we're also working in collaboration, as in it will be a positive competition wherein we'll be able to push each other to cross our boundaries, to come out of our comfort zone, and not run away from problems, but actually find solutions to solve the problem instead of running away. And we'll also be able to collaborate by covering up each other's weaknesses, as in, if I'm weak in a certain area, Noah will come in and like step in to help, to assist. And that will also give me, if there is respect in I and Noah's relationship in the workplace, I will be open-minded to learn from Noah. So that is very important, because if Noah doesn't respect me, then I obviously will be defensive. If if he was given the duty to teach me, or I was given the opportunity to learn from him, I won't willingly or totally be completely involved in learning from him, because he disrespects me. So I will obviously be defensive. I'll be in fight or flight mode, like throughout the learning process. But since Noah always respects everyone and respects me, I'll be very comfortable. And even if he gives me a critique or makes a correction in what I've done, I won't take it negatively, because I know that he respects me and only wants to see me improve. So I think respect in the workplace is quite important. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jessica. Yeah, you've actually mentioned, something that's very important, that, even when you're critiquing somebody, because, respect is not just about or saying only nice things, to Jessica, or Jessica, you're good, or this, but even when you're trying to bring a point across of maybe critiquing or trying to tell somebody that they've done something wrong, there is a way you pass on that message. Yeah. So I was actually watching, I think a video either this or last week, where either watching a video, or I was just overhearing, a meeting. So somebody was online, and they were having a meeting, and I think their boss was not happy. Yeah. And so the boss was really like blasting this person, not doing the work the way they're supposed to do it. And then the manager, the person who is like directly managing this person, had to come in and kind of like avert the situation and things like that, because I think the person was becoming a bit emotional. And so I think when we put the boss aside and we was trying to tell the boss that, sometimes people are emotional, you cannot just shout at someone in front of everyone, and the boss was saying, no, but you have to be a man, you can't be emotional and things like that. Yeah, so for me, it kind of like just brought me to that point of reflection that actually, here at Moracle, we really do respect people, because you'll never find more like, or anyone shouting at somebody. Like, even when you've made a mistake or you've done something wrong, there's a way that it's approached, yeah, to pass on the message that what you've done is wrong, or you need to improve in this area, but without demeaning
The other
someone.
person, yeah.
Demeaning someone to the point of, maybe where they think of resigning or where they think of leaving. Yeah. So I think it's really, really important. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess now you can share.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Yeah. So this is very, very important within the working environment. Like, for instance, respect. I do believe respect is something that is reciprocal. But here at Moracle, I would say this is something for more like to use that word, leave every person you met with an impression of increase. Like, it's very, very huge. And if you are not with him, I don't think you'll ever understand what he meant by this word. And I could say that he's really putting this word into practice, and he's doing everything that he meant when he said, leave every person you meet with an impression of increase. I remember the last time when it was on a webinar. I asked a question, and the reply was at that time I was a consultant, I was not full-time yet. The reply that he gave, like, this is something that we live by at Moracle. And of course, yes, I could say within Moracle, I don't believe that we have any person here that that might tell you something, or might do might do something that will want you to resign, just like you mentioned earlier on, Linda. For me, I could always say this: the motivation for me to be here now at Moracle was right away from Mariama and that of Molaya. But how I could say it came from Mariama is that because you have been in different organizations, the way and manner you meet people and see how they behave, then I was like, wow, I've not even been within the organization. Look the way she's discussing with me. Look at the way she's giving me the guidance. Look at the way she's helping me out. So my mindset was telling me, what if I am part of this organization? I could benefit a lot. That brings me here. Trust me. Yeah, I could proudly say this. Because, like, I was having a mindset, okay, I should just work as a consultant and move around, at time. But I was so impressed. I was very, very impressed at that time when we started discussing the way even you, Linda, the way you respond. These are all the way, like, it's really it tells client that, they are living by this word. For you to keep people impressed each and every time you meet them, it's very, very difficult. It's something that, it's very difficult. But trust me, at Moracle here, we are working within this, we are using this word the right way. We are practicalizing this word, because Jessica just mentioned that, you might not know the way people be. Trust me, I don't know. We have this parade that they say habit is a smoke. Yeah. Anyhow you hide an habit, it show. It's just like a smoke. You can never be able to keep a smoke, right? Even if you close the house or whatsoever, it will come out. So for me, I could say this is a habit. All these people that we are discussing now, with the way I do believe, the way they are portraying themselves, I could say, like something like 98% or so, these are the way they are doing things, because it's a habit. Imagine you discussing with people for, okay, let me say every day, because we are working a full time, more than 5 hours a day, I could say. And then these people, when you discuss with them, they are having that, let me say, the spirit, the way they discuss with you, it's very, very good. Trust me. So how can someone tell me now that, oh, maybe they have a different way of behaving with people? No, I cannot say that, because I do believe these are people that the mere fact they are practicalizing it. I've never met with Linda, I've never met with Mola, I've never met with Mariama, but yet still the way and manner in which they discuss, or the way and manner in which they give people, try to discuss with people and show people things how to do, it's very, very impressive. So you see, that's where I would say respect is reciprocal. So here at Moracle, I do believe we are standing by our word. We are leaving everyone with an impression of increase. And I could say also again that in terms of behavior within this organization, it's good. So leaving every person with trying to meet treat everyone with respect at Moracle, it's like it's something very, very, we treat it with respect, and we are actually practicalizing it. And the issue about we working in collaboration or competition, I could say competition is the worst thief of all joy. Yeah, jealousy, competition, these are all the worst thief of all joy. If you're trying to compete with others, yeah, it's good to compete, but compete with the right mindset about, for now, I'm seeing someone that, oh, he's having everything that I want. I will not say unless otherwise I have everything that he has, then that will not make me to be happy if I don't have them. No, that you mean you are competing with a person. But you can go there with a person and try to collaborate with the person. Collaboration is like we working towards a vision, trying to have something very, very important in our midst. And in an organization, you can't compete. If you compete, trust me, the organization will not grow, because you know how it will look like. Oh, Linda is not doing this, and then I will not do it also. You know, Mama is not doing this. How can I do it? Jessica, you're not doing this. How can I? You know, you will not talk, you will not say these things out, but it will play in your mind. These are the way you will start discussing to yourself. Oh, I'm not doing this thing. Even no, I'm not the one. I will not do it. You know, it's a competition. But a collaboration, you see each other weaknesses as strengths when you are collaborating with others. I can see your weakness as a strength to me, because you know why? I'll try all possible means for you to know what I know already. So that's collaboration. But if we are competing, I'll try to know something. At the end of the day, I come here, I boast and brag about it. What I will do next is like I will fast forward again to do another thing that you have never do before. So you see, and you doing so, you trying to show your colleague that, oh, you are weak, you don't know how to do this. Yes, you know, that kind of negative, and there comes the negative effect, and comes with negative impact also within the organization, because maybe that person is good in his or her own field, but because of the way you're trying to treat him or her, then the person will back down, say, oh, this organization is not for me. So you see, that's the reason why you should every day. This is something that you should live by. For me, I have the word, it's boldly written in one of my paper here. Leave every person you meet with an impression of increase. Yeah, it's very, very huge. This is a big word. Just you know, you're just saying it, but it's very, very important. So this is my own take. Thank you very much, Linda.
Yeah, thank you so much, Noah. Thank you so much. Yeah, I feel like this is something that, you know, is very important, you know, not even just like here at work. Yeah, but here, even in our personal life, you know, there is a question here that says is how we behave at work the same in our private life. So I feel like this is something that, you know, we can take on even in our private life, you know, the people that we meet, to just always have that habit of still leaving them with that impression of increase. You know, there is a saying that that goes that, you know, treat people the way you'd want to be treated. Yeah, so I feel like this is something that, you know, we can learn from work and even apply in our personal lives, that, you know, when people meet you or anyone that you interact with, they'll just have that, they'll just have that feeling that you've left them, you know, improved. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for sharing. Close our meeting here for today.
Thank you.